Why was she so excited about dolphins? What does she have to say about dolphins? So many things about dolphins, but I'm going to start with a story that goes back to, I believe, 2015, maybe 16. After I had already been certified in yoga, and I went to a retreat under which I was with a gathering of gals, and I just said yes to life, which is sometimes why you need to say yes to life without thinking twice. And it was a spring break in Kauai. And I was like, yeah, we should do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. So, like, I signed up for this retreat, and then I'm like, fock. Like, the retreat's like $1,200, and it's like spring break. And I think that the plane tickets was like $1,200 too. So I'm like, it's okay. You have this. You got guidance. So I'm like, look up this shit on the internet. It's like, when you're looking for something within the United States, it should be 14 days within travel, right? International is 21 days, typically on a Tuesday. Regional is same, Tuesday within a 2-week period. So I'm like awake on a Tuesday at like 3 in the morning. And I find tickets that were $1,200 for 333. If you guys know anything about numeric sequencings, 333. And I called my girl, and I was like, I found these tickets for 333. She's like, yeah, I'll book it. Okay. So we go to this retreat, and while we're in this retreat in Kauai, we had this moment where we're like, I think it was like a group of 5 of us, and we're like standing over the ocean, and we're like talking about like manifest, right? And I'm like, I want the dolphins to talk to me. Like, I've always wanted the dolphins to talk to me and swim with me and whatever. So I'm like, yeah, dolphins. And I'm like calling them with like all of my heart frequency. There was no dolphins. But later on that night, we went into practice, and part of our practice was dolphin push-ups, which, if you know anything about yoga, dolphin push-ups is like forearms in front of you, hips to the air, and dips, something like that. So I'm like literally in this practice going like, fuck my life. I totally manifested dolphins, except in the form of these crazy push-ups. So why am I talking about this? Because I want to talk about dolphins so bad. Why? Did you know that dolphins are our conscious brothers and sisters, which has to do with what I've talked about, Lemurian Atlantis, the ocean, water, and the fact that our bodies are, let's just give or take 80% water, governed by the moon and related to the ocean, and that water is the highest frequency conduit of all cellular remembrance. So this dolphin moment brought me into like, why do I want to talk about why we're like dolphins? Okay, like, why are they our conscious brothers and sisters? So, first of all, dolphins love to play, and they're full of joy. And did you know that they mate for fun, and that female dolphins have a clitoris, which means they're prone to sexual interactions for pleasure and not for procreation? Fascinating, isn't it? So these dolphins, which are prone to joy and jumping around, and you've seen them, and they're pleasure and their joy, that they don't mate for procreation, but for pleasure. And that they also clearly enjoy their existence while they're existing in the water. That's 80% plus of our body composition. Did you also know that when a baby dolphin is born, check this out. When a baby dolphin is born, the entire tribe of dolphins swim around it, touching its physical, being, until they see the soul arrive behind the eyes, that it has arrived. This tribal, ancient, water cellular wisdom, that they do this thing while singing a song, which, by the way, is called a soul song. And the soul song brings them home. Home from where? So they're circulating the dolphin, they're touching the skin to skin. They're like, singing this song, bringing the soul, rooting it into this new life form being. That's so beautiful. And that is what I am doing here now. I am circulating in order to bring you home. Your soul song, like a dolphin. And that is not always something that is comprehensible or comprehensible by the human consciousness. Sometimes you have to go a little bit deeper. And that's why I say the things about Atlantis and Lemuria, and I say, third eye, arrive. You know what I'm talking about. This is your soul song. Dolphins are our conscious brothers and sisters. We are water of the water. Watch the Avatar. Primary and secondary version. To understand, one, how you're of the earth, and two, how you are of the water. Of. But dolphins are fascinating as fuck. And they're our relatives. Brah.